Hey Blake, hope you're doing well. You've always played multiple positions in your career. How much are you looking forward to focusing on just one, and how much do you think that will benefit you as you're learning linebacker positions here?
I feel like it's great to finally just stick to one position and just like put all my talents into that one position. Like, I mean, high school was fun being able to play all those different positions, but finally, like, being able to get a rest and like all that stuff, like, it's great to actually like get a rest and just put all my talents into that one position to be the best player I can be.
Stay there for Brendan.
You ultimately came pretty far from home all the way across the country. I guess what was it about Florida State that made you comfortable in making that pretty sizable move?
I for sure say the coaching staff, like just between all the coaches, Coach Norvell, Fuller, Shannon, like everybody, it just like felt like home to me. And especially when I came out here for a game, I got to see the war chant for the first time in person, and I knew right there then it was just different at Florida State. So I feel like just the home field overall is really what made me take the jump over here.
Next we'll go to SN, second row on your left.
Like, has there anyone that since you got to campus that you've been talking to, getting advice from at your position or just in general from the defense?
I say one person that's kind of helping me out overall is Tatum. Like, he's always like, I sit next to him in the meetings, and anytime I have a question or something, I just ask him real quick, and he helps me understand more of all that stuff. And then obviously, like Coach A-Rod, he always like check in with him if I ever have a question with anything else. But besides that, I think those two are like the main people that help me out.
All right, we'll go to second row over to your right for Ira.
You obviously had a lot of success on offense though as well. You don't think you're gonna miss that at all, carrying the ball, and how much fun was that getting to do that in high school?
Well, I mean, I'm for sure miss playing running back. That was something that I played my whole life. So I mean, it's gonna be a little bit changed, but I feel like me finally being able to focus on one position is the best thing for me at this level. Obviously, the coaches know more than me, so they know what they're doing with me. But of course, I'm gonna miss it, but I think it's just for the better.
All right, we'll come to the front row over here to the right to Jerry.
I want to take you back to your youth. When you first started playing sports, how old were you? What sports did you play? And then how did you settle into football?
Well, I mean, I started playing sports since like, I want to say like first grade at least, or probably even before that. Honestly, I don't remember, like probably like preschool to be honest. I used to play soccer for a little bit, and then like I quit that after a while, and then I started to play. My main sport for a long time when I was like a little kid, I was mostly playing baseball at the time, and then probably around like third grade, that's when like football really started like be like my main sport. Like that was my first year playing, was third grade, and like just from there, like it was just different. Like being able to go out there on the field and make plays, be able to hit somebody. I feel like just after that first year, like that was like my main sport. And I noticed that like football, that was like the sport I was best at compared to everything else. Also, I played like basketball up until like my freshman year, and I just decided, yeah, I'm just gonna focus on football, try to excel here.
All right, we'll stay on the front row here for Kurt.
And like, I guess evaluating yourself, how do you evaluate your skill set at linebacker? What do you think are maybe your strengths of your game playing the position?
I think my main strength is probably my speed, to be honest, being able to play sideline to sideline. I feel like now that's a big thing with linebackers now, and also the ability to like to cover, like just be able to cover like tight ends, running backs, wide receivers, stuff like that. I feel like that's like one of the main parts of the game now as a linebacker, is being able to drop in coverage. So yeah.
Okay, we'll go back to Ira, second row on your right.
Can you kind of give us an idea of how different, in terms of like the mental aspect of this, from like what you did in high school, what your assignments were in high school versus like what you're learning now in terms of like what their playbook looks like and responsibilities?
I mean, it's a very big difference for me, a very big jump. Like before, like high school is all like basic stuff, like, you know, like either man, cover 3, cover 4, stuff like that. But like now, like you really got so many different sets you have to remember, And it's something I'm still adjusting to, but I know I have enough time, and I know that after a while I'll be able to understand the whole playbook. But it's definitely like a big jump from high school to college, like being able to like the different sets they're in and just everything. It's way different, but I know I'll pull through with it all.
We'll go back to Brendan, front row on your left.
What are your personal goals for this season? Ability to contribute, maybe as a true freshman, if you consider like what it would take to get on to the field and how you can help out?
I never really have like personal goals or anything like that. I kind of just like be the best player I could possibly be. You know, go out there every day, give it my all, and I feel like if I just do that, then I'll be a great player. Just as long as I have faith in myself, that I'll be good.
All right, our next question is going to come from Zoom. Logan Robinson.
Hey Blake, welcome to Tallahassee. What size are you looking to get to? What does Coach Dorms have to plan for the upcoming season? Is there a certain weight you want to get to?
For me, I feel like I've always wanted to kind of get towards 225. I feel like that's always like a good linebacker size, like not too big, not too small. Especially like being able to like drop into coverage and stuff. I feel like that's a good weight. Because I'm trying to gain weight, but I'm also trying to maintain my speed at the same time. So I think 225 is a good goal to shoot for.
We'll go to Aslan in the back corner.
Blake, being from California and visiting here, do you think you have a good feel for just how important football is to folks in Florida and the South, and how excited are you to be part of, I guess, that kind of environment?
I'm very excited to be part of that environment. Like I definitely noticed the difference when I came out here for like my first like actual game. It was a game against Clemson, and I really just got to see like kind of how football is down here, and it's like for sure different. Just like being out there, all the fans are all into the game and stuff like that. You could tell like they really are like into the game. Like it's like to me like I can't like it's hard to explain, but like it's just different for me, especially like when I visited here compared to other programs. Like it just stood out.
All right, we'll go back to Ira, second row on the right.
Were there a lot of NFL linebackers that you watched or either pattern your game out after or just admired?
I feel like Fred Warner for sure is like one of the, like, in my opinion, he's like probably the best linebacker. So, and plus he's on 49ers, I'm a 49ers fan as well. So I feel like him, that's a good person to kind of match your game after, and that's who I watch.
Okay, come back to Jerry.
In terms of, two, if it's okay. One is your family and friends in California. How do they feel about you coming out there?
I feel like they all were excited for me. I mean, of course, I'm gonna miss them, especially being like a 6-hour flight away from them. But in the end, it's all for the better. Like they support me in everything I do. They know that this is the best spot for me. So overall, they've supported me throughout everything, and everything's been great so far. So.
Second question is, linebacker's a position of physicality. Obviously, you like the hitting aspect of football. You mentioned that. Can you talk a little bit about that aspect of the game of football that you like, and where you think you're at in that?
I feel like just in football, I feel like I'm just out there, and I'm out there like to make plays. Like I always like making plays. It's just something I've always done, and I don't know. It's just like a place. It's like my piece, basically. Like that's how football is to me. I feel like a lot of other people that play the game can relate to that. It's just kind of like all like everything going on, like in your life. It kind of just goes out the window like when you're out there in football field. So it's kind of like just like therapy and like peace for me. So I'm out there making plays and stuff that really just like makes me happy.
We'll come back to the front row for Bob.
Hey, Blake, I know you played a lot of offense and defense in high school, but special teams is a good entry point for college freshmen. And you and the coaches talked about special teams, and what kind of impact can that give you just to get some playing time?
We haven't really like discussed like specifically about all that stuff, but I mean like when we do like our special teams like a unit, like I'm like in the middle for like kick return and stuff like that. But we haven't really went into like detail about all that yet.
right, last one, we'll go back to Ira.
What was Coach Shannon like as a recruiter, and then what's he been like since you've been here?
I feel like Coach Shannon for sure is like, I don't know, like my relationship with him throughout the entire process, it was like, I think it was better than everybody else, because like Florida State, like they actually have, like, I feel like they evaluate their players and they like really like trying to find what's like the best fit for them. So for me, like when he was recruiting me, like I was talking to him for a very long time. I say probably like a month or two, probably even longer than that. But I mean, longest time I was waiting, like, man, when am I gonna get this? When am I gonna get this offer? It's just that, you know what I mean? But it's for sure different because like instead of just like handing out offers to like the top linebackers and stuff like that, they really get to know you, and I feel like that says a lot about the program, that they want like hand-selected people, and that's what Coach Norvell always say. And I just feel like as a person, he's like, not everything with him is about football. Like he wants to like connect with you on a personal level, figure out like more about your life. So instead of just like football 24/7, he actually like kind of gets to know you more as a person, and like just basically has the best interest for you.
All right, thanks, Blake.
Thank you.